If A is to B is 2 is to 3, B is to C is 5 is to 6, then A is to B is to C is what? Okay, so what we have given? We have given that A is to B as a 2 is to 3 and B is to C given as an 5 is to 6. You need to arrange it like this. Then if in order to find out A is to B is to C, what we need to do? We need to multiply the first terms. So 2 into 5 is to, then multiply the second term in the first ratio to the first term in the second ratio, that is 3 into 5, and to get the last term you need to multiply the two second terms in the two ratios, that is 3 into 6. So this is 10 is to 15 is to 18. So our answer is what? A is to B is to C is 10 is to 15 is to 18. And let us see the next question. If P is to Q is given as a 3 is to 4 and Q is to R given as a 8 is to 9, then we are asked to find out P is to R. So P is to R can be written as P by R, and P by R can be written as P by Q into Q by R. So by using this formula, P is to Q can be written as P by Q, that is 3 by 4 into 8 by 5. Sorry, 8 by 9. 4 on the 4 to the, so 3 to the 6 by 9, both are divisible by 2 table, so 3 table, 3 2s are 3 3s are. So required ratio is what? 2 is to 3. Okay, now let us see the next question. Let us see the third question. If A is to B is 2 is to 3 and B is to C is 7 is to 8, then we are asked to find out A is to C. So A is to C, I can write it as an A by C, that is, this can be written as A by C can be written as A by B into B by C. So we know the value of A by B as 2 by 3 and B by C value as 7 by 8. 2 1s are 2 4s are, so we left over with 1 7 7 and 3 4s are 12. So A by C is equal to 7 is to 12. By this we can write A is to C as a 7 is to 12. Okay, now let us see the next question. If 2A is equals to 3B and 4B is equals to 5C, then we are asked to find out A is to B is to C. So what we know is 2A is equals to 3B. From this we can write A by B as a 3 by 2. So from this we can write A is to B as a 3 is to 2. In the same manner, we know 4B is equals to 5C, and transposing 3C to other hand, so B by C is equals to 5 by, and transposing this multiply to other hand, it becomes a divisor. So from this we can write it as an B is to C as an 5 is to 4. Now we know A is to B as a 3 is to 2 and B is to C, we know it as an 5 is to 4. We are asked to find out A is to B is to C. Okay, so how we are going to get this? Multiply the both the first terms. 3 5s are 15 is to 5 2s are 10 is to, and 2 4s are 8. So required ratio is what? 15 is to 10 is to 8. Now let us see the next question. If A by 2 is equals to B by 3 and B by 4 is equals to C by 9, then we are asked to find out A is to B is to C. If we have given like this, A by 2 is equals to B by 3, from this we can write A by B as a 2 by 3. So we get it as an A is to B in the ratio form. If I write, this can be written as 2 is to 3. In the same manner, we know that B by 4 is equals to C by 9. From this, B by C can be written as 4 by 9. So B is to C can be written as 4 is to 9, and we are asked to find out A is to B is to C. So multiply the both of the first terms. 2 4s are 8 is to multiply these two terms. Okay, and multiplying this will get it 12, and multiplying this will get it 27. So required ratio is what? 8 is to 12 is to 27. And let us see the next question. We have given that A is to B. In the next question we have given that A is to B as a 2 is to 3 and B is to C given as an 3 is to 5 and C is to D given as an 5 is to 11. So we are asked to find out A is to B is to C is to D. Okay, so first multiply all the first terms. So 2 into 3 into 5 is to multiply the second term in the first ratio with the first term in the remaining two ratios. So 3 into 5 is to, these three you should multiply to get a third term. So 3 into 5 and multiply this last terms. Okay, so 3 into 5 into 11. Okay, 3 into 5 into 11. Now here don't find out a product first itself, we can cancelize this. 5 is a common in all, so we can cancelize. So what is left over here? 2 3 are 6. Here what is left over here? 9. This is 15 and this is 33. Again 3 is a common, so by multiplying by 3 we'll get it as an 2 is to 3 is to 5 is to 11. Okay, so required ratio is what? 2 is to 3 is to 5 is to 11. Now let us see the next question. If P is to Q given as 4 is to 5, Q is to R given as 6 is to 7, R is to S given as 10 is to 9, we are asked to find out P is to S. So P is to X can be written as P by S, this can be written as P by Q into Q by R into R by S. So Q cancel, R get cancel, we left out with the P by S. Okay, so here P by Q means what? P is to Q, that is 4 is to 4 by 5 and 6 by 7 into 10 by 9. So here 5 1 are 5 2s are 3 2s are 3 3s are. So what is left over? 2 4 into 4 16 by 21. So P is to S, we get it as an 16 is to 21. Okay, so this is about next answer. Okay, now let us see this 8th problem. Okay, in the 8th problem what we have given, if 2a is equals to 3b is equals to 4c and we are asked to find out a is to b is to c. So we know it as an 2a is equal to 3b is equal to 4c. So firstly we need to find out LCM of these coefficients 2 3 4, that is 12. So you need to multiply the each term in this equation by 12, that is 2a divided by 12, that is equals to 3b divided by 12, that is equals to 4c divided by 12. 2 1 are 2 6 are 3 1 are 3 4 are 4 1 are 4 3 are. So we get it as an a by 6 is equals to b by 4, that gives you c by 3. From this we can write a is to b is to c as an 6 is to 4 is to 3. 6 is to 4 is to 3 is the correct answer for this question. Okay, now let us say the next question. This 9th one, if a by 2 is equals to b by 3 is equal to c by 5, we are asked to find out c is to b is to a. So what we have known, we know it as an a by 2 is equal to b by 3 is equal to c by 5. From this we can write a is to b is to c is very easily as a ratio between their denominators as a 2 is to 3 is to 5, but we are asked to find out a c is to b is to a. That means we need to interchange these two terms. Okay, here also we need to interchange, so that becomes a 5 is to 3 is to 2. Okay, now let us see 10th one. If 25 is to 35 is as 50 is to x, then we are asked to find out x. Here this is a proportional. In this proportional, last two terms are called as an extremes, first two in the middle two terms are called as an means. So in the proportion we all know that product of extremes is equal to product of means. By using that formula, 25 into x can be written as 35 into 50. So from this, if you want to find out x, transpose this 25 to the other hand. So 35 into 50 by 25, 25 1 25 2 are. So x is equals to 35 2 are, that is 70 is the correct answer for this question.